A cut through the land, the dream of a shorter path. The Panama Canal stands as a testament to human ambition. It aimed to connect two great oceans, the Atlantic and the Pacific. This narrow strip of land, the Isthmus of Panama, presented a barrier. For centuries, people dreamed of cutting through it. The canal promised to slash travel times dramatically. It offered a safer, more direct route between east and west. This waterway would redraw the map of global trade. The world eagerly awaited this engineering marvel. The Panama Canal's legacy is one of bold vision and relentless human spirit. Around the Horn, the treacherous voyage south. Before the Panama Canal, the sea route was perilous. Ships sailing between the oceans had a long, hard journey. They had to navigate around the tip of South America. This meant rounding the infamous Cape Horn. Cape Horn lies at the continent's southernmost point. It was a place sailors spoke of with dread. The waters there were among the most dangerous in the world. This route was the only option for many vessels. It was a journey that tested ships and crews to their limits. The need for an alternative was clear to all. Cape Horn was notorious for its violent weather systems. Storms could appear suddenly and with great fury. Mountainous waves crashed down on decks. Powerful, relentless winds battered ships for days on end. Icebergs drifting up from Antarctica posed another grave threat. These icy giants could sink a vessel in minutes. Many ships and countless lives were lost in these treacherous waters. The passage was a grim lottery for those who dared to attempt it. It was a place where nature showed its raw, untamed power. The journey around the Horn was incredibly time-consuming. It could add many weeks, sometimes months, to a voyage. This delay had significant economic consequences. The Isthmus of Panama held the key. France's bold ambition meets adversity. The first nation to make a serious attempt was France. Their efforts began with great fanfare in 1881. The project was led by Ferdinand de Lesseps. He was a national hero in France. He had successfully engineered the Suez Canal in Egypt. People believed he could repeat this triumph in Panama. There was immense optimism surrounding the new venture. Many invested their savings, confident in de Lesseps' vision. The world watched, hopeful that the isthmus would finally be conquered. This was a project of grand ambition. De Lesseps envisioned a canal at sea level. However, he gravely underestimated the Panamanian environment. Panama was a land of rugged mountains and dense, tropical jungle. The climate was oppressively hot and humid. The Chagres River, a major obstacle, was prone to violent floods. These challenges proved far greater than anticipated. The most formidable adversaries were disease and the relentless jungle. Yellow fever and malaria were rampant. These mosquito-borne illnesses killed workers by the thousands. Landslides were a constant problem, especially in the Culebra Cut. The sheer force of nature seemed determined to defeat the French effort. After years of immense struggle and staggering loss of life, the French company collapsed. The dream of a French-built canal lay in ruins. America takes the helm, engineering a modern marvel. The United States recognized the canal's immense strategic importance. President Theodore Roosevelt was a fervent advocate for the project. He believed it was vital for American naval power and commerce. In 1903, after Panama declared independence from Colombia, a treaty was signed. America acquired the rights to build and operate a canal. The American effort began in 1904 with lessons learned from the French failure. They were determined to succeed where others had not. The first crucial step was to combat the deadly diseases. Colonel Dr. William C. Gorgas led this vital campaign. He was convinced that mosquitoes were the carriers of yellow fever and malaria. His team implemented extensive sanitation measures. Swamps and stagnant water sources were drained or oiled. These efforts dramatically reduced the incidence of disease. The canal zone became a much safer place to live and work. Chief Engineer John Stevens made a pivotal change to the canal's design. He proposed a lock-based system. This innovative plan involved building a series of giant locks. These locks would lift ships up to an artificial lake, then they would lower them back down on the other side. This engineering vision was bold and practical. The construction of the Panama Canal was an epic undertaking. Thousands of workers came from all over the world. On August 15, 1914, the SS Ancon made the first official transit. The world shrinks, a new artery for global commerce. The opening of the Panama Canal was a transformative event. It immediately and drastically shortened maritime voyages. Journeys between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans became significantly faster. For instance, the route from New York to San Francisco was reduced by nearly 8,000 miles. This meant enormous savings in time and fuel for shipping companies. The canal effectively brought distant parts of the world closer together. It was a triumph of engineering that reshaped global logistics. Global trade patterns were revolutionized almost overnight. Goods could now be transported more quickly and at a lower cost. This stimulated economies across the globe. New trade routes flourished, connecting previously distant markets. Perishable goods, which once could not survive long voyages, could now be shipped internationally. International commerce experienced a period of significant expansion. The canal acted as a catalyst for economic growth worldwide. Panama itself underwent a profound transformation. The Canal Zone, administered by the United States, became a significant presence. The nation's economy became intricately linked to the canal's operations. The canal brought both progress and new challenges to the host nation. A nation's destiny, Panama reclaims its canal. For many citizens of Panama, the Canal Zone was a source of contention. This 10-mile-wide strip of U.S.-controlled territory bisected their country. They viewed it as an infringement on their national sovereignty. Over the decades, frustrations and tensions simmered. Panamanians increasingly desired greater control over this vital waterway. They felt it was an integral part of their nation's heritage and future. The desire for self-determination grew stronger with each passing year. Lengthy and often difficult negotiations took place between Panama and the United States. Finally, in 1977, a landmark agreement was reached. U.S. President Jimmy Carter and Panamanian leader General Omar Torrijos signed new treaties. These historic documents, known as the Torrijos-Carter Treaties, outlined a plan. They established a clear timeline for the eventual transfer of the canal to Panama. On December 31, 1999, a momentous occasion arrived. At midday, Panama formally assumed full control of the Panama Canal. This was a day of immense celebration and national pride for the Panamanian people. Panama was now the sole steward of one of the world's most important waterways. The canal endures, navigating the future's tides. Since Panama assumed full responsibility, the canal has operated with remarkable efficiency. The Panama Canal Authority, an autonomous government agency, manages its affairs. The ACP has consistently maintained high standards of service and safety. The canal continues to be a crucial link in the chain of global shipping. It serves thousands of vessels from nations all around the world each year. Its smooth operation is vital for international trade. Panama has proven itself a capable and dedicated custodian. However, the maritime world did not stand still. Ships steadily grew in size, becoming ever larger. These new post-Panamax and neo-Panamax vessels were too wide or too long for the original locks. The canal faced a serious challenge, the risk of becoming outdated. To maintain its competitive edge and relevance in the 21st century, action was imperative. The canal needed to adapt to the changing demands of modern shipping. In response, Panama embarked on an ambitious expansion project. The project involved building a new, third set of locks. These locks are significantly larger than the original ones. Channels were dredged deeper and widened to accommodate bigger ships. The expansion was successfully completed and inaugurated in June 2016. Today, the expanded Panama Canal can handle a majority of the world's largest cargo vessels.